If you look at our website, this is basically how you set up an altar. And we're going to try and do this today. I'll show you how to do it. First, you need a flat area where you can put a lot of things. The stains are from lots of incense dust that I tried clearing up. A wand. This is a rose wand. I make them and we sell them at thetreasuresoftroy.com. They are just pieces of our rose bushes with the thorns trimmed, and they're dried out. They start off green, but then they brown. It's one of the masculine symbols, and it goes on the left of the altar. Next is the athame, or the athame. This one comes in a sheath. And let's open it up. See if I can do this one-handed. This also goes on the left-hand side. It's used for ceremonial penetration of the cauldron, or a chalice. Next is the incense burner. We're going to have to get creative here because I don't have a... Well, I did have an incense burner, but it was ceramic and it broke, unfortunately. Here's this lovely new item I'm going to be adding to treasuresoftroy.com coming soon. It's the stars and moons. It represents both the god and the goddess, the triple moon goddess and the horned god. You can put waxes or cone incense at the top. You can put a candle inside. I also sell these beautiful little pentacle candles. They're cute little black beauties. And in this case, we're just going to put one in here, pop it in, and turn this around, and then you'll see it light up. It'll be really cute. Next up, we need a paten. A paten is just a pentagram or pentacle. And the difference is a pentagram is a 5-point star, a pentacle is a 5-point star with a circle around it. I don't have one, so we can use a mirror over here that has a pentacle on it. Those are vinyl stickers that I put on a mirror that I found at the dollar store. And also, I'm going to use this. Now, it doesn't have a pentacle on it, but it does have the sun on it, and a moon, which represents the god and the goddess, the lord and the lady. Next up, we're going to have a yellow candle that I've been using already, and it represents the god. Sun. This one, a white one, is going to represent the lady. The moon, the triple moon goddess. Also, we're going to have cakes. Usually I make up some Jiffy, but I didn't have time today. Also, you can find this at the dollar store. It's not expensive to be a witch or practice witchcraft, so I'm just going to put some bread to represent cakes. I'm going to add a bell. Ring it 3 times during rituals. It's a feminine symbol. I'm also going to add up 2 bowls. One for witch's water and one for salt. I happen to have a beautiful goddess statuette, so I don't really need the white candle, but I do like candles and the light they give, so we're going to have the goddess statue right here. This is kind of pricey, not everyone needs one. You can always just use a candle, and that's it.
Here's the god
Here's
statuette.
the god candle. Maybe one day I'll offer them at thetreasuresoftroy.com. And have a blessed Samhain if you're watching this around Samhain time. So, we're going to fill one of these bowls with a little bit of water. And to make it witch's water, we're going to consecrate it. After adding a little bit of salt, mix it witch's water. Now, it would be nice to stir this with the athame, but I'm going to use the wand instead. 1, 2, 3, blessed be. That's all really. There we go. We ring the bell 3 times, and that'll be the little ritual for consecrating the salt. Now, this is witch's salt to the touch. You can touch your forehead with it if you want, but maybe it's a little too Catholic for you. Okay, I'm back yet again. Here we have a beautiful chalice. Set it down right there. And Payday is not for another couple days, so we're just going to use classic grape aguas frescas, which I have prepared right here. We're just going to pour some in. And this is just going to represent ceremonial wine, or grape juice, or wassail. Also, available on my Zazzle shop, we have these beautiful pentacle mugs. And for incense, I have some Nag Champa, which is the best incense in the world, best smelling. It's from India. That's how all this powder gets on this wardrober. So you're going to ask yourself how this is going to work. So we're going to do this. And this. Wait a second. Magic trick. It's all ready. So we're going to light this incense. Incense, incense, come to me. Incense, incense, purify me. Let's see if it'll light. Oh, it looks like it's taking. I'm going to hold this a little bit back, move this a little bit back, and move this right there. Now I'm going to see if we can light the God candle. I'm just going to do this off camera. Okay, so now both candles are lit, so is the incense. And to make sure this heats up a little bit more for the incense to keep going, I'm going to light this little candle in here. Where did I get my lighter? I got it at the dollar store. And doesn't that look beautiful with the sun and stars just shining? And here's the ale. And now we just need to add salt to the other cup. It doesn't take a whole lot. You don't want to waste. It's good to live in balance with nature and just take what you need. I'm just using some Morton salt. And this is how you set up a basic altar. I'm going to go through a poem I wrote in just a second. But the statuettes, you can substitute with picture frames with just pictures of statues. You can go on Shutterfly.com and print them out for about 9 cents a picture, 18 cents a picture, something like that. You can have them printed out. Walgreens, pick them up. You don't even have to pay the delivery fee. The candles. Sometimes you can find these jar candles at the dollar store. Other times you can't. Depends what color they have. Usually they only have white. You can go to Target. You can go to grocery stores. You can go to websites like mine and get them. I plan on the future in dressing them with Gerald Gardner and maybe Dorian Valiente and other cool people. The bell, sometimes they sell bells that have this, I don't know if you can see the triple goddess symbol here in the chalice. They sell bells like that too. This bell I actually found at the dollar store, but I have an engraving tool, so I'm going to start engraving these. Amazingly, this patent I actually found at the dollar store of all places. It was a very rare find. I don't expect to find it again. The Athame I found on a website as well. Do another tutorial sometime soon about how to make your own. You can buy 2 like steak knives at the dollar store and paint them and decorate them with your own symbols. You can maybe hot glue gun a pentacle onto there. Something like that. And let's feast. Cheers, guys. And that is how you set up an altar. Wow, that smells good. And as I promised, I'm going to read a poem I wrote. It's a prayer or a chant for the horned god. Hail, horned god, he who protects us. Hail, horned one who walks through the wood like a deer. The horned bucks that gives us beauty and beautiful venison. Bountiful venison. Hail the sun in his eternal glow. May he speak life. May he spark life. As the man sires, as the bull feeds, as the sun revitalizes. Hail man in his inner and outer strengths. Tall and strong, bold and tender, playful and serious. Hail horned God, Father of men, sage of fathers, master of boys, God of all things made, masculinity, Athame and wand, hail horn god.